Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu gives out 10 million naira to Associate Professor Gbemisola Shaibu at 24 National Women Conference, and Deputy Governor Quadri Hamzat launches Lagos State Carbon Registry at First Sustainability Summit. Let's kick off the show with the 24th National Women Conference, where 5 lucky winners received star prizes at the event. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, assures the women that his administration will continue to provide templates that will empower the women folk and make them more relevant in all spheres of government.
Mental health support for women is often...
Wives of Ogun State Governor Bamidele Abiodun, Titilola Adeleke of Osun, Chioma Uzodinma of Imo, Gloria Diri of Bayelsa, Ellen Muftuang of Plateau, and the First Lady of Borno State, Flamata Babangida Zulum, among other women, converge on Eco Hotel and Suites for the 24th National Women Conference, organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State. The chairman and convener of Council, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, sets the tone for the conference.
The theme for this year's conference, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities, is very apt in view of the need to further encourage women to be self-confident and break boundaries in order to breast the tape in whatever fields they desire. Women globally are challenging the status quo by contributing immensely to the world economy, working hard and positively influencing the world with transformative contributions.
Please, let's give her a Lagos welcome.
The Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, who is here representing the governor, calls for more support for the presidency. She goes on to donate 50 million naira to support the growth of Council.
I'm therefore highly impressed by this formidable platform for women empowerment by Her Excellency leading the team. This nation is highly blessed with highly talented and patriotic women who can make significant contributions to nation building. For me, this is what this conference is all about. There is nothing strange about our challenges as a nation. We are just going through a phase. We shall soon become history. What matters is the determination to forge ahead and to encourage to take the right decisions, even when they initially seem unpalatable. It is on this note that I solicit continued support for the President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and so to continue with the good work that you're doing to touch lives, the less privileged. The governor had directed that I make a humble donation of 50 million naira.
Governor of the Center of Excellence.
The host governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, encourages women to take charge and drive positive change.
The country is going through difficult times, but it's not peculiar to our country alone. Nations are going through difficult times. The world indeed is going through difficult times. It's only when we come together like this, it's only when we believe that when all of us work together, when all of us study together, that we can solve our problems collectively. We know that it is a time for us to tighten our belt, but we keep saying that the leadership is committed. It might show some challenges here and there, but I know that the leadership are committed from the central to all the subnationals. And when we come around together like this, let us also be able to live here believing that indeed there's a better tomorrow for all of us. Because a people that don't believe that they have a better tomorrow will be like a wasted generation. Nigeria will be better than what it is today. Lagos State will be better than what it is today. You, even individually, in your home, in your house, you hope and you believe that you'll be better than what you are today. And so that's why we have to have that positive change, that belief in ourselves, that sense of hope, that sense of engagement. And for us in Lagos State, we'll continue to ensure that with every fiber that we have, we'll serve you better. We'll make this place a lot better than we met it. We'll create opportunity for women. We'll create opportunity for our youth. We'll create opportunity for various businesses, micro, small enterprises. Indeed, that's what we signed. That is our commitment to you, and we'll not stop until when we'll achieve it.
Away from the speeches, the Inspirational Women Award of the Year goes to the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, Adejoke Orilope Adefulure. She says she would continue to drive the goal of gender equality in Nigeria.
I am humbled by this recognition at this way, and undoubtedly strengthen my commitment toward gender equality and empowerment of women in particular, and the socio-economic development of Nigeria. This leads me to the pertinent quote that says, and I quote, "When women are given respect, the ability and freedom to pursue their personal dreams and ambition, life improves for anyone. When a woman is entrusted with leadership, the world becomes a better place. This is because a woman is a natural nation builder. Therefore, it is pertinent that we prioritize the inclusion of women's voices and enhance women's participation, most especially in public space." The framer of SDG 5, which is gender equality and empowerment of women and girls, were very clear in their vision. Evidently, the contribution of women to social, political, and economic development of any modern society are essential and indispensable.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen,
on day 2 of the National Women Conference, the representative of the Nasarawa State Governor asked women to resist religious and cultural barriers which prevent them from attaining greatness.
Women have over the years proved to be catalysts of progressive change, not only within the conventional corridors of power and governance, but across all the spheres of human endeavors. Your influence in individual families, homes, and communities, particularly in ensuring attitudinal change and promoting acceptable moral values, behaviors, and conduct cannot be overstressed. I'm optimistic that you have learned from the knowledge and experience of various resource persons who have made thought-provoking presentations on issues at this conference. I, therefore, employ my dear women not to only give in their best, but strive to make a positive remark and leave an enduring legacy in their chosen vocations and endeavors.
Your Excellency.
The council chairman also urged women to dominate the political space and be part of decision-making.
While this year's conference was shorter than our usual 3-day event, we ensured that the reduction in days did not in any way affect the quality of content or the depth of impact of the conference. Our goal remains the same: to inspire, empower, and equip women with the tools to face today's challenges and succeed. This brings to me an important message I would like to leave with you all. We are at a crucial point in our nation's history where the need for prudent and intentional living has never been more urgent. It is essential that we embrace the reality of the present economic situation, not only in Nigeria, but globally. The era of extravagant lifestyle is over. We must adjust, prioritize what truly matters, and lead by example in our homes and communities.
Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu.
For Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, women must work towards growing the economy.
Agriculture, empowerment is one of the ways to go. You must be able to learn a skill. You must be able to have, a new order. You must be able to learn a trade. There must be something that you can do differently as a woman. There must be something, there must be one skill, one knowledge, one innovation, one idea that you must continue to bake and you must continue to bath every time. And that's why I believe conferences like this will help you put up those thoughts and reshape, your thinking capacity. I believe also that council over the years have been that sounding board that even we as government continues to, lend our support to. Year on year, council always challenge us, even in strategic development, areas. You've seen them transform schools. You've seen them, renovate primary health institutions. You've seen them, help, learning environment in our schools. You've seen them build old people's home. You've seen them, pass on skills and training and development. These are things that we in government are meant to be doing. But we want to thank you for being our spouses and for supporting us and lending voices and space to some of these things that we're doing.
All right.
At the gala night, participants walked away with fantastic prizes through a raffle draw.
Let's announce the number first.
Beautiful something.
Brand new.
Never to be used something.
The ticket number is 502763.
502763.
And the winner is Yinka Yusuf.
Yinka, are you here?
Yusuf? Abi, you know Suf. Still Zikpo. Koti Esare. See the steez. See the composure.
Shukurat Otunuyi receives return ticket to Zanzibar, Tanzania.
To Zanzibar!
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, that person getting a return ticket to Zanzibar has a ticket number.
Ticket number 500-1119.
500-1119. And you are?
Who you be?
You are Mrs. Shukurat Omotayo Otunuyi.
What is that for?
Zanzibar.
Fausat Idowu also receives return tickets to Qatar.
We shall get there in Jesus' name. Receive it.
See them on those body, ladies and gentlemen, the next person that is smiling happily home is ticket number
500-1207.
500-1207. If you are this lucky person, Mrs. Fausat Idowu, are you there? And she's going to Qatar.
Adebukola Oguntade is also another lucky winner, walking away with the key to a brand new Gag Salon car.
And the ticket number is 500-2538.
500-2538. Baby, the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Adebukola Oguntade. Are you here? Are you here?
2-bedroom apartment in Ikwonri area of Surulere goes to Adeshola Alao. And Governor Sanwo-Olu gives a special empowerment award to Associate Professor Gbemisola Sheibu from the Lagos State University. She goes on with a sum of 10 million naira.
This cash donation is really meant to empower you. It's meant for you to think of a side hustle business so that when you come next year, you will tell us what this seed has done for you. And that's what really we decided to give you this cash donation, to empower you, to give you creativity, to give you skills that you can use with your hand, with your brain, so that it can multiply. And indeed, you can come next year and give the testimony so that by next year, maybe the price will be higher than this.
The overwhelming message of the 24th National Women Conference is for women to soar beyond boundaries, empower others, and be the best they can.
From the Women Conference to the Sustainability Summit. Now, as part of efforts to reduce gas emissions and tackle climate change in Lagos, the State Deputy Governor, Quadri Hamzat, has launched the Lagos State Carbon Registry, a critical tool for mitigating climate change and fostering environmental sustainability. The Deputy Governor, who was speaking at the first Lagos Sustainability Summit, calls on private sector players to collaborate with the government in building systems and infrastructure that will enable the state evolve into a truly sustainable city. Please take a look.
It's the inaugural Lagos Sustainability Summit organized by the Office of a Special Advisor on Sustainable Development Goals in collaboration with the State Environmental Protection Agency and the Lagos State Safety Commission toward achieving a sustainable future for Lagos State. State government officials, foreign partners and other stakeholders are to share their views on how to address environmental challenges and enhance safety measures for the well-being of Lagosians.
Building a sustainable Lagos has never been more important than now because of the surmounting pressures ahead. Going by the United Nations 2030 Sustainability Agenda, we are left with just 6 years to attain the sustainability goals. Although Lagos remains ahead in the journey, we still face our own unique challenges here. And those range from rapid urbanization to a growing population and increased vulnerability to the impacts of climate change. A 2022 report by the Office of Sustainable Development Goals also reveals that a startling 3 million Lagosians, approximately 10%, live in hard-to-reach, underserved, or riverine communities. This figure is compounded by the city's rapid population growth, daily influx, urbanization, and there's a projected rise in sea levels. All this poses a threat to the resilience of Lagos and necessitates this discussion. Consequently, the Office of Sustainable Development Goals mandate has evolved. We are to lead as the principal SDG coordinator in Lagos by championing initiatives that accelerate the attainment of the 17 goals.
The growing needs for sustainability in urban areas like Lagos requires a conversation such as this. The Minister of State for Environment and other stakeholders say the time to act is now to strike a balance between economic growth, climate change and social equity.
Human activities, as we know, is at the core of the challenges being faced by man with respect to climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. Lagos, the most densely populated city in Nigeria and in Africa, and the 8th in the world, is therefore faced with a higher level of environmental sustainability challenges, requiring innovative and frontal attention from all stakeholders, including the federal government of Nigeria. The Federal Ministry of Environment strongly believes that our climate and environmental agenda are not likely to succeed if we fail in Lagos. The challenges of coastal erosion, solid waste management, air pollution, flooding, overexploitation, industrial emission, noise pollution, and so on, which are generally more in Lagos than the national average, must therefore be tackled head-on for us to build a sustainable and resilient Lagos.
Building and tracking our development plans with the SDGs are focal and at the center of implementing such is a sure journey to a more resilient Lagos. Hence, this summit has the onerous task towards developing key areas that will make Lagos a preferred investment destination. As we move forward, let us remember that sustainability is not just a goal, but a journey. It requires continuous effort, innovation, and a commitment to doing what is right for our people and our planet. Together, we can build a sustainable future for Lagos, the one that is resilient, inclusive, and prosperous for all. As we look to the future, let us commit to integrating these goals into every facet of our financial strategies. By doing so, we not only ensure our own success, but also contribute to a global movement towards a more sustainable and equitable world.
The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals says to achieve resilience, the state government must leverage on technology and digital solutions.
A circular economy is an economic system in which raw materials, products, and components hardly lose their entire value, and renewable energy sources are largely utilized on a sustainable basis. Circular economy is well embedded in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. For example, SDG Goal 7 on access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy for all. Goal 11, sustainable city and communities. Goal 12, responsible consumption and production patterns. Goal 14, conserve and sustainable use of all marine resources. And Goal 15 is on protection, restoration, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. All these are reinforcing and promoting circular economy. This we must aim to achieve in our dear state, Lagos, the center of excellence, and in Nigeria at large.
Lagos, with a growing population of over 20 million people exposed to air pollution, is a major concern for the authority. And the state government is also leading the conversation on carbon registry and carbon trading in Nigeria.
We have a documentation from a study done in 2022 on the Lagos State disaggregation of emissions. And it shows how much of emissions that we have from all of the industrial activity, the commercial activity. And it says that our transport sector contributes significantly, 29%, to these emissions. And so what we realized is that with the launching of the train stations, the trains, the red and blue lines, we have effectively cut the number of cars on the road, and that has reduced pollution. Next slide. So why does Lagos need a registry? Clearly, it helps us do accurate reporting, sustainability reporting. Like he said, whatever you don't measure, you may not be able to trade, or you may not be able to quantify, and you cannot even talk about it. So it helps us do accurate reporting. It helps us improve public health. We have a nationally determined contribution to reduce air pollution or emissions by 20% over the next 4 years. That's by 2030, we should have reduced emission by 20%. And if we don't take actionable steps or measurable steps, we will not get to that goal. So we need to show this as an effort towards climate mitigation. It also helps us enhance our international and national goals and regulatory compliance.
The Deputy Governor, Kadri Hamzat, says government will not relent in achieving a sustainable city.
The question before us is very clear. How do we ensure that our city thrives in the face of rapid urbanization, climate change with various challenges that it brings, and the tendency for financial inequalities? The answer, to our mind, lies in resilience and the ability to adapt and innovate. The Lagos State 30-year development plan, 2022 to 2052, set the framework for a long-term vision, and it emphasizes 4 key pillars: economic growth through management of our assets. Through management of our assets, just like we just said, we have these assets. When we are building the red line, a lot of people don't know. Before we actually did anything, before we've paid compensation to the tune of 9 billion naira. Now, the question is it sustainable? But it's very important for us to understand the role of land management. So that PS Land is looking at me. Is a very important man. That office is so important to survival of our city. How do we manage our land? And it's for our children, not for us, so that they don't go through the same problem that we are talking about today.
The maiden edition of the Sustainability Summit was rounded off with the launch of Lagos Carbon Registry, an official portal where people can document information about carbon emissions in order to achieve net zero and promote environmental sustainability.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, always be the best you can, obey all state laws, live a healthy life, and most importantly, please stay safe. Till next time, it's bye for now.